At the center of our next story is India's biggest ed-tech company, Byjus. It's back in the news, and yet again for all the wrong reasons. Last week, the company announced that it would lay off 2,500 employees. Guess why it's back in the news today? The company has roped in football star Lionel Messi as its first global ambassador. Talk about bad optics. In the next few minutes, I'll tell you why. Here's a company which wanted to fire thousands of employees, thousands, and then hires one of the greatest footballers of all time as a global ambassador of its social impact arm. The irony is not lost on us, and it's certainly not lost on all those who lost their jobs at Byjus. In fact, 2 days after the company announced the layoff plan, it was forced to revoke the termination of some of its staff in India's Kerala, incidentally, the home state of founder Byju Ravindran. Reports suggest that Byjus took the step only after the state government's intervention. Again, the development was a sign of the multiple crises facing the company as of now. Byjus has been in the news for weeks now. Its financial troubles have been well documented. I repeat, this is India's biggest ed-tech company. One of the biggest unicorns or companies with $1 billion valuation. It has struck many big-ticket deals in the past with a slew of high-profile buyouts. But it's not such a rosy picture anymore. Just last month, reports revealed that Byju's losses had risen to more than 4,500 crores in the last financial year. And that brings me back to my original question. Why would a company mired in crises rope in a big soccer star? Well, for one, optics. Remember, Byjus is eyeing a 2023 IPO, an initial public offering for its subsidiary, Akash Educational Services. So some see getting Lionel Messi on board as a way to improve the company image before going for that listing. So Byjus is cleaning the books on one hand and roping in a global star on the other. Here's what the company statement says. Byjus is honored to collaborate with Lionel Messi as a global ambassador. The company says that Messi rose from the grassroots to become a successful sportsman. And that is the kind of opportunity that Byjus wants to create for nearly 5.5 million children that it currently empowers. Let me simplify that statement for you. The company hopes that this collaboration with Messi on its social impact arm will make a difference to children's lives. Nothing wrong with that. But why collaborate with one of the biggest sporting stars in the world when you're firing employees and issuing apology notes? Yes. Do you remember that tone-deaf apology note from the founder where he said he was heartbroken, that he was heartbroken to fire them? The founder became the story yet again. The CEO had sought forgiveness for the layoffs. He said, "There is a huge price to pay for walking on this path to profitability." It got worse. He said, "What others see as a layoff, I only see as time off." And cut to today. Messi fans in India are elated. They are happy that the sporting legend is collaborating with an Indian company, but not all are happy. Many have called out the company for its marketing gaffe. Many are questioning its hypocrisy of firing employees on one hand and hiring a global ambassador on the other. I repeat, bad optics. The company has not disclosed how much they had to pay to bring Messi on board, but it can't be chump change for sure. Byjus has always been big on promotions. Let me remind you. Remember in 2017, it had roped in Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan as its brand ambassador. In 2019, it became the lead sponsor of the Indian cricket team. But in 2022, Byjus is making headlines for layoffs and cost-cutting. It is on a fundraising spree to fund its own services. So is it wise to bring in a big sports star as a global ambassador at a time when the founder says he wants to pay attention to external macroeconomic conditions. How is it collaborating with a big name like Lionel Messi? Is this clever marketing or reckless spending? Your guess is as good as ours. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.